Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Tigers Talk Rugby. Before we get started, I'd like to say that if you are listening on Facebook or on YouTube, we are on 8 other platforms. We are on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Spotify. So, with that, I'm your host, Ethan Richards. With us, we have our other two usuals, a part of Tigers Talk Rugby.
I'm Beckett Rice.
I'm CJ Beckett.
And
today we have some interesting guests.
Yes, so today we have two representatives of Beckett and CJ. Their girlfriends are representing them and how much rugby knowledge they know. So it's going to be a competition between the two of them, and whichever one wins definitely means that they have the better girlfriend.
Obviously, I do. But anyway, this is.
Okay. Whoa. Obviously, it's me.
Okay,
and the trash talk has begun.
Right beside me, I've got the amazing Kenna Martin.
Oh, and I have brought on the absolutely stunning Anna Rook.
Oh, thank you. Hi.
Welcome.
Everybody, Kenna, please.
Hi, guys.
So, for this episode, we are doing some trivia. So we will be asking them a couple questions, most of them multiple choice, in which whoever gets the answer right will have a point added to their total, which Beckett is going to have on his camera. So that's where you'll be seeing that. At the end of it, we will have two questions in which we'll add some bonus points, which I will get to later when it comes time for that. So with that, let's get started. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Are you two ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. So with that, the very first question, what is the name of the New Zealand national team? The Kiwis, the Maori, the All Blacks, or the Jackrabbits? So, write your answer on your thing. If you need me to reread the anything, let me know.
You got this. It's easy.
Don't hate me, Beckett.
It's like not even a option that we listed.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, give us your answers. What do you got? C. All right, All Blacks, Kiwis. All right, that's a point to Anna with the All Blacks.
Yes.
1-0 lead.
No, it's the All Blacks. I talk about them all the time.
Good job. She listens.
Jeez.
She doesn't know what I'm talking about.
And there goes CJ already.
Okay.
CJ's gone.
Not bad.
You're doing great,
We got
sweetie.
Anna off to an early lead. So
Okay, I don't feel so bad because I actually knew that one.
Good. You what?
I should have known that one.
Yeah, probably.
You
Considering that was the game that we all watched together at one point.
See, Beckett, talk rugby, I do listen a little bit.
You do. You're not sure what 90% of it means, but you're like, yeah.
Awesome. Well, move on to question 2. What is the name of the USA national team? Are we the Hawks, the Eagles, the Patriots, or the Armadillos? CJ smiling and nodding over there.
I know this one.
I know she knows this one too.
Yeah.
I know she knows this one. Easy.
All righty. So y'all ready to show your answers?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Boards up. Eagles. Yeah, there's a point for each of you.
Good.
So 2-1 right now.
So Anna's with
You're
2
doing
points.
great.
Anna's got 1 point. Thank God you knew that one.
100%.
All right, so this is the last of the team names question. So after this, we'll be moving on to World Cup knowledge. So it's going to be a harder subject. But last of the team names, we've got what country is known as the Red Roses? England, Argentina, South Africa, or Italy?
It helps if you remember what color they wear.
Don't know too much about that.
Or even what
So we
color
got
their
two
flag
puzzled
is.
looks. We got two puzzled looks.
Yeah, they're both puzzled.
I know you got it. You got it. Easy.
Okay, it's kind of cheating that I'm looking at these, but this is kind of funny.
Well, now I know I'm wrong.
Well, you can't change it now. CJ spoiled it.
Yeah, CJ.
I won't change it.
So,
Anna,
by the
you
way,
ready?
we know
You got
Anna's
one?
going to
Yeah.
have the lead.
Alrighty, so toss it up. C, B. All right. It was neither. Neither of you got that one correct.
Yay!
England. The correct
So
answer
we
is
got a 2-1 lead.
Oh, that was my next
Okay.
guess.
yeah, sure it was.
CJ over here, his competitive soul is taking a beating, being down by one.
Okay, we're down by 1 through the first section. I think she's got it.
You think she's
Hoping
got it?
for
You
the
think she'll
comeback,
take it
she's
back?
not so sure.
Yeah, Kenna will take it back.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
All
Anna
right,
has
so
the
we're
lead. She's not letting go.
hopping into the World Cup section. When was the first World Cup? Was it 2019? Was it 1987? Was it 1903? Or was it 1823? Big range of dates. If you need me to repeat them, just ask.
Yeah, can you repeat it?
Yes.
Dude, I need a repeating of them.
2019, 1987, 1903, and 1823.
We might have stumped both of them on this.
Yeah.
They both.
This is a hard one. This is a really
is.
hard one.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, if you didn't know, then yeah, like you would, like, if you know,
No, you
you
wouldn't
know.
know.
'Cause
Right.
it's such a range of dates too, which is, kudos to us for creating the questions.
Yes.
So,
Pat on the back.
have y'all come up with guesses or correct answers?
Probably
Yes,
not
yeah.
correct,
So the
but
answers,
Throw them up. We have 1903 and 1987. Beckett, would you like to announce?
Yes. Anna, you got it correct. It was 1987.
yay!
Kenna, I'm sorry. You were just, 84 years too soon.
I mean, let's be honest, that was a tough question, so it's okay. I'm not totally hurt by that one.
I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah,
about
that
20
was-
or 30 years too soon for even the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. But that one, I saw that question. I was like, wow, that was tough. I was like, dang. I was like, I'm impressed that one of you guys got that. I thought that was gonna be.
Guess though.
Yeah. Well, I made sure there was one
Educated.
you had no idea. You were like, well, it's definitely not 2019.
Yeah.
True. Alrighty. Who won the 2019 World Cup? USA, New Zealand, South Africa, or England?
Okay, I hope you know this one.
I'm not
Nope.
sure how much I talked about this.
Look at that face, she has no idea.
I feel like I have mentioned this, but I don't think I've mentioned it a lot. So
Yeah, I saw this question when we were creating them, and Beckett typed this one out. I was like, yeah. Or we got answers?
She's
I
got it.
got mine.
Alrighty, hold them up. South Africa, New Zealand. Beckett over here celebrating as he's pulling away the lead.
4-1.
It's okay. You know
Where
what?
was that?
It's fine. It's
You
fine.
definitely had the best girlfriend. No offense, Ken. Sorry.
It's okay, I know.
You know, it is what it is. I made the claim and I'm sticking to it at this point. So
It's okay. Don't worry. I block out CJ sometimes too.
oh wow, savage.
Wow, okay, thanks, bud.
So
You're welcome, bud.
I would say that was probably the hardest section. So we're going to be moving into basic rules. So we've got 4 questions on the basic rules of rugby, and will be hopefully enough to pull the lead in for Kenna, as she is behind what
Wrong.
3
Oh,
to
wait.
1 now. 3 points.
I'm behind
4 to
by-
1.
Yeah, 4 to 1.
Okay,
so
3 points.
3-point deficit.
I see. All right. So moving into basic rules. How many players are on the field at the start of the game for each team? Is it 11, 13, 15, or all of the players on a roster?
Is this before the game starts?
No, at
When
the
it
start
starts.
of the game.
Okay.
The first kickoff. How many players?
Yes.
Another stumped.
Yeah. Just think of all the positions you know. All those weird words I say.
I mean, I already wrote mine down. I've had it written down.
Jersey numbers. Think about
The
jersey.
confidence. I like to hear the
Yeah.
confidence.
No, she's got this. It's
No,
easy.
say it again. I know she needs a
Yes. So how many players are on the field at the start of the game? So how many starters are there? 11, 13, 15, or all the players on a roster?
There are a lot. Like, to help you out, all the players on the roster. Does that sound about right?
DJ, you just gave me the answer.
All the players on the roster. You could technically have 45 players on a roster.
Technically, yes.
You could have.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna call time on this one. I'm gonna call time. So make sure you get your answers in and show up your answers. All right, both wrote 15.
Yes,
that
there
is
we go.
correct.
God.
So
There
5
are
to 2.
15 starters. That question was kind of weirdly worded,
Yes,
but
it was a little bit.
we got to it at the end. That's what
What I was trying to say with the beginning is, like, if you think about, you guys have been to our games a couple of times, and you see that there are people on the sideline.
Yeah, they're bench players.
There are bench
Yes.
players, so it's not everybody
Yeah,
on.
so a formal roster is 23.
Now,
what
if it's an
makes-
alumni game, it is all the players on the roster.
So
That
true.
is true.
Some extra.
It doesn't matter if there's 20 people on the field or not, or if there's 10.
All right. So, how many points is a try worth? And I'm going to clarify this without a conversion. Is it 7? Is it 6? Is it 5? Or is it 3?
Just to brag a little bit. I wrote the answer down before you even gave me options.
Oh,
There's so many.
that.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got some confidence. I like to hear it. All right. Well, then show us your answers. 5. Yes.
Hey.
Yeah. That was good. I think scoring is definitely like the scoring of system is definitely like the first thing you gotta learn when you're watching the sport. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I started playing in 6th grade. I think halfway through 8th grade, I finally got down. Oh, a try's worth 5. I didn't score much, so I was like, I don't know.
So like
We have more tries, so I think we're winning.
man.
oh, I love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So how many forwards are there on a team? Are there 9? Are there 8? Are there 7? Or are there 6?
Well, you already know that there are 15 starters,
Yeah.
15 total starters. How many of those are forwards?
How many of them are in the scrum, including CJ and I and
Yeah.
Ethan, once upon a time?
Well, yeah, once upon a time.
Rest in peace, that crew.
Concussions.
Yes, of course. We got answers written. I see one set of eyes looking
Who's
up.
got an answer? I know she.
All right, you
She's
throw
confident
them up.
about it.
7, 8. Oh, okay. Kenna gets a point. So the lead.
Let's go.
This
What's
is
the score right now?
closing.
Anna was 6 and Kenna with 4.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Doing great.
still up by 2
You got
points.
it.
Still holding a 2-point lead.
I'm just gonna say you've led the entire time. You got it.
got a point. It's a fair point.
In the bag.
Get credit for that.
The last question of the multiple choice section, and then I'll get into the bonus. So, what happens if you get a yellow card? Are you kicked out of the game? Do you sit out for 10 minutes? Do you get a stern talking to? Or do the refs call your mom?
Well, I've actually accumulated a couple of these in front of her, so I hope she knows what it means.
What defines a couple, CJ? What defines a couple?
Well,
Are we
my
talking
most
about like
recent one was
6?
Well, my most recent one was against Lindenwood, which was what?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
I remember
I was
that
about to
one.
say that was early this year.
That was my first.
Beckett, have you ever gotten a yellow card?
Fun fact, on Valentine's Day
no.
last year, the only card I got was a yellow card from the referee. She was
I was-
very nice, by the way.
I remember that. She was very nice. No, in high school, I was this close to getting a red, but then for not wrapping up on my tackles. But then CJ came up to the ref and was like, because he was the captain of my high school team, he was like, oh, he's new. And then they didn't give me the card.
That was great. That saved my tail and his tail. I
Yes.
just go up to the ref. It's like, oh, don't worry, he's new. And she's
Yes.
like, all right. I think it was Nigel. For anybody who
It
knows
was
Nigel.
Nigel.
Nigel was like,
Nigel.
hey, that's fine.
Oh, that's great. All right, so let's get to. We give them plenty of time for this, so let's get your answers. Sit out for 10 minutes and sit out for 10 minutes. You are both correct
Hey.
on that one.
Very good.
7 to 5.
All right, so
Put D just for kicks and giggles.
Yeah,
I
you
remember-
should have put it down so that we can,
Should have had the
I
all of
remember
the above.
I remember CJ's yellow card though, because I didn't want to say this earlier because I felt like it would give it away, but when CJ got his yellow and he had to sit out, we needed to bring in a front row, so I had to sit out with him while we had a front row in the sub. We were just standing on there on the sidelines like,
Okay, I remember that.
yeah,
All right,
good times.
so-
I got a nice rest.
so I am going to. So from here, what is our point total going into the bonus rounds?
So
There's
Anna
2 of them.
leads 7 to 5.
All right. Well, here is the opportunity to make the most points. Is these next 2 stages. So the first stage is I want you to name 3 rugby players and write them down. Any 3 from any level of rugby. Other than you cannot use Clemson rugby.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right.
You thought she would be smart right in that.
I'm about to hit the 45-second timer and begin.
Got this.
Yeah, 45 seconds. I know she's got it.
So this could be any player from any level other than
Yeah.
the Clemson rugby.
Do we specify that
Okay.
last names are fine if they're, a very distinct last
If they're
name?
that's a good question. We didn't distinguish. But I think that we can't
Can I say what-
necessarily
Yeah.
distinguish.
Right.
Actually,
Fred's
it
got a
depends.
question.
We'll see.
Yes.
If I don't know their last name, can I put the team that they're on?
Sure. I will accept that. Then I will also accept a last name with a team.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness gracious.
You got it.
I don't know if y'all can hear my timer, but that is the timer going off. So I see there's still some scribbling going on.
Pencils
No more
down.
scribbling, okay? Anna, no more.
Okay.
All right,
I only got one.
you got one. What about you, Anna? How many did you
Okay.
get down?
I did 3. I did Mal Nanu,
Please. I wanna hear
Mal
it.
Nanu, Harley Wheeler, and Harley Davidson.
That is 3, and that is. Do you have teams for those? I'm just curious.
Mal Nanu is the All Blacks, and then Harley Wheeler and Davidson are both Atlanta.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay. So well, I forgot to mention these are 2 points apiece per player.
Yes. So that's
So
6
they
points
don't
for
have to be
Anna.
current. That is 6 points for
So,
Anna.
she's got a good one.
Troy Hall.
There you go.
Shout out to the new Clemson rugby coach.
Friend of the show and rugby coach Troy Hall.
That's the only one I got.
Hey, you can still. What was the other one that you put
Good
down?
job. You're doing fantastic.
But I forgot his last name.
Oh yeah. Did you
Which one?
Did you get a team? Can you give me a team?
The Blues.
All right. Well, I will count that.
Oh, it was.
As
Okay.
it is Bowden Barrett.
Yeah.
But yes, you got a name and the team.
What's his brother's name?
Both
Jordan.
of them.
That was close. She said Jordan, but it's Jordy.
I didn't write it down though.
And last but not least, so
So
I
the current score is 13-9. Just if anyone wants to know.
13-9. Alrighty. So in the final round, I'm going to provide 1 minute and 30 seconds in which your goal is to write down as many professional clubs as you can. Each club that you get correct from any professional league around the world, for each team or
No
that you
national
get
teams.
correct, no national teams, correct. For each team you get correct, you will get a point. So 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? Get set. Go.
You got it. Remember
There-
my favorite team.
Like, I'm not gonna know the difference between a national team and a club team, though. I'm just gonna.
Just write down
Well-
whatever you can.
Okay.
This is an interesting one because as you brought up, there are a lot of
Hard right here. I can hear that like she's writing down. It's going like.
Let's say there's a lot of teams, especially at the international level, that have other nicknames or names that they go by. So mixing that up is gonna be crucial to making sure you get the ones that are club teams, like part of leagues like Super Rugby or
You got it.
Premiership.
What team do I like?
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
What team do I like? Write that
do I
down.
like?
You know it.
Okay. He
Uh,
knows the team.
You got 35 seconds on the clock.
Any team at all.
Yeah, just think of any team.
If you're stuck, you can always look at the Major League Rugby programs because I know we all talk about that very frequently.
Yes.
Oh. That's. I don't think that one
You got
counts.
What one counts?
She.
No, hold up. We'll hear it. We'll hear it.
You'll find it funny.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the clock. All righty. So how many do we have? Let's start with Anna as she has the lead.
I have
You got
maybe
this.
5, but I don't even know if these are like what you're looking for.
That's fine.
well, let's show them to us, and we'll see what you got.
Okay.
We'll tell
I
you
had to
how many
write it-
points you get.
I had to write it in a notebook because my dry erase marker ran out.
That's
So-
okay. That's okay.
I've got Eagles, NOLA Gold, All Blacks, Atlanta, and I put Clemson because I don't know.
Okay.
Well, so what? We'll give you
no goal.
NOLA and Atlanta.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's 2 points. So
Brings you up to 15.
it brings
I
you
know
up to
there's
15.
a DC team.
15-9.
Oh glory, yes.
Oh, glory.
But so what was that? Because your other guesses were All Blacks, Eagles, which are both international, and then
Oh.
Clemson, which is a collegiate level. So
Yes.
it is not a professional level program. Now
That'd be cool.
that means that Kenna, you must have 6 correct club teams to tie. What do you?
I only had 5 correct ones.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear it. Show us what you got.
Well, I put the All Blacks, but I didn't know that was international. Roses. Glendale.
What was it? Sorry. Repeat that.
Red Roses.
Ah,
You said
All
it
right.
earlier.
Those were international.
Was that in, what?
The Red Rose, that's the England
It's
team.
England.
That's England.
yes.
You mean no national teams?
No national teams. No international level. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're
it's
talking
like,
about clubs.
International. I didn't know there was an international team.
The national team is
national
the
teams, no
international
international
because they
teams.
play
Sorry,
other national
excuse
teams.
me.
So it's
Alright.
incorrect.
I put Glendale Raptors, New York, the Blues, the Hurricanes, and then Clemson Rugby Club.
So what was that? You had we will count Glendale because they did
Glendale Raptors.
partake in the most recent professional season. And then what was it?
She said New York,
New York. Yes.
and then the Blues, and then the Hurricanes.
So
she
that's
had
four. 4 teams.
So, well, with the final score, 15-13, Anna wins.
Yes.
But it was a good match. It was a good fight, though.
That was
Good
close. It was close.
match.
It was.
It was not close. I did.
Bonus point loss.
Well, it was a close loss. Yes. But at least, okay, I'm at least
You did
happy
so good.
that out of the teams that she put down, one of them was the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yes, you love the
that is.
Hurricanes.
And she also put down Bowden. I don't even care if she put down Bowden Barrett. She put down Bowden. That's all that matters. I'm totally fine with that.
So
My one thing, though, is Anna. Say it again.
His first son will be named Bowden. After Bowden Barrett.
Oh, Lord. So my one thing, though, is Anna, you didn't remember my favorite team. I talk about them all the time. The
Uruguay.
Seattle Seawolves.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. You did great.
I was about to say you
You
still
did
won.
great. Yeah, you did win.
Yeah, you did win.
Exactly.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Although you were both competing, I think the real prize ends up going to Beckett because you were his champion for this competition. Sorry, CJ, but
Yeah, we're just going to
You're
have
the
to watch
loser.
a lot more rugby together. That's it.
There you go.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
we
at
still
any-
haven't watched the Super Rugby. I haven't watched any of the Super Rugby AU from this last weekend, so I guess I know what we're doing later.
So any final words from our competitors?
I mean, I have woken up at like 3 a.m. to watch a rugby game with Beckett before.
And she
I've
then
fallen
fell
asleep.
30
I've
minutes
fallen
later.
asleep like 3 minutes later, but
She
at least
That is why she won. Yeah, well,
woke up at 3
I mean,
a.m.
3 minutes. She was awake long enough to see the lineups. So
I didn't know who any of them were, but
well, on that, so tune in next week. We will have our same wonderful guests as they attempt to build an All Blacks roster. So with that, I'd like to thank you both for joining us for this episode and for next week's episode. And I'd like to thank all the listeners. Once again, we are on 8 podcasting platforms, which are Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and Spotify. So thank you all for listening and watch some rugby.
That's my line. Okay, don't steal my line. Go watch some rugby.